Hi, everyone. Hopefully, you just finished watching and listening to Word Collector by Peter H. Reynolds. Now it's time to use your own words and create a word search. Here's what you'll need to get started: a pencil and a pen. You can use black pen, colored pen. You might even want to keep some colored pencils or crayons to the side in case you want to decorate it after you're done. As for paper, you can use notebook paper, grid paper or graph paper, and blank paper. Once you have those supplies, you're ready to get started. Now that we have our materials, we're ready to get started with making our word search. A word search is a group of words that are hidden among letters. If you're playing word search, your job is to find the hidden words. Today, we'll make a word search that we can give to someone else to find the words. Before you get started, you'll need to make sure your paper is set up. If you have grid paper, you are set to go. If you have notebook paper, you'll want to use a pencil and draw lines going up and down. Okay? You can make the lines farther apart or closer together, but the closer together, the tinier your letters will have to be. If you have plain paper, you'll want to make a grid just like the one I have. You'll want to make sure the grid is big enough so that your letters fit. Once you have your paper set up, you can start to think about your topic. Your topic is going to have all the words for your word search. Pause the video, think about a topic that you'd like. Now that you have your topic, it might be your favorite video game, it might be animals, it might be space, or any other interest you have. Now you'll think of words to go with your topic. I suggest only thinking of 5 to 6 words for your word search. If you want to make it a little more difficult, you can go up to 10 words. The more words you have, the harder it will be to create your word search. For my word search, I came up with animals. So I have pig, snake, elephant, zebra, dog, chicken, horse, and turtle. Now you'll take your words and you are going to put them in the grid that you created. Here are just a few tips before you get started creating your word search. Make sure to use a pencil. That way, if you mess up or make a mistake, you can easily erase instead of having to start all over if you use a pen. The next tip I'd give is to make sure that when you're putting your words in your word search, put the words closer together. The more spread out your words are in your word search, the more time it will take you to fill in your word search with random letters. Or on your grid paper. You'll notice that I wrote my words in all uppercase or capital letters, and I wrote the words horizontally, vertically, or if you want a real challenge, you can write them on a diagonal. Each letter fits in a box. If you made yours on plain paper, yours might look something like this. If you made yours on notebook paper, it might look something like this. Okay? You'll want to fill in all of your words, just like I did below. So make sure that all of the words in your list are also in your word search. If you want your word search to be easier, you'll make your letters bigger, like mine on this sheet. If you want the word search a little more difficult, you'll make it smaller, like on this sheet. Once you write all your words in, just like I've done below, You will now fill in your grid with random letters. That means any letter that you want. Most word searches are in a square or rectangular form. So that's how I'll do mine. You'll fill in the letters like this: J, L, A, any letter you want. This is going to hide the words in your word search. To help me with this, I just look around the room. Any letter I see, I just write in the grid. You'll fill in all of your letters. Once you've filled in the rest of the grid with random letters, you've completed your word search. Here's on my grid paper what my word search looks like. It's going to look a little different on my plain paper because remember, the grid was a little bigger, so the letters are more spread out. This will make it easier for the person who has to find my words. It will look very similar on my notebook sheet of paper. Once you're finished with your word search, you can give it to a friend to complete. Now, wolves, if you're up for a big challenge, you can create a word search in the shape of an object. This is a spring word search I created. This word search is in the shape of a flower. I recommend sketching out or drawing the shape on your grid paper before you start creating your word search. Remember, this is really difficult to complete. It's only if you're up for an extremely hard challenge.
All right, wolves, you should have completed your word search or on your way to complete it. Don't forget, make your title for your word search that goes along with your topic, like spring or animals. If you finish, you could also add some illustrations or pictures to go along with your topic. That might be helpful to the person that's solving your word search. Great job today. I hope you had fun, and I can't wait to see pictures of your finished word searches.